Welcome back to the channel Buddhism in Daily Life, everyone. Today, we dive into a timeless Zen story that unveils the 4 things you should never sacrifice for anyone. Through the wisdom of a compassionate Buddhist monk, we'll learn valuable lessons that transcend material wealth and touch the core of what truly matters in life. If you're ready for an inspiring tale that could change your perspective, stay with us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and share it with others who need a dose of wisdom. Let's spread positivity and mindfulness together. In a peaceful village cradled by lush green mountains, there lived a compassionate and wise monk named Bhante Sujata. His wisdom was as deep as the river's flow, and his kindness touched the hearts of all who crossed his path. Known for his gift of storytelling, he illuminated the lives of the villagers with timeless truths. People would seek his counsel not only in moments of joy, but also in times of sorrow and confusion, for his words carried the clarity of still waters. One radiant morning, as the village basked in the soft glow of the rising sun, news spread swiftly that a wealthy merchant of great renown was passing through. This merchant, draped in opulence, was celebrated for his extravagant lifestyle, his wealth radiating like a beacon. His arrival stirred the curiosity of the villagers, who eagerly gathered to witness the splendor of his riches. Sensing the commotion, Bhante Sujata decided to visit the merchant, not out of fascination for material wealth, but to offer wisdom where it was needed most. He knew that even in the midst of such luxury, there was an opportunity to plant the seeds of enlightenment. As he approached the merchant's ornate tent, guards clad in luxurious garments greeted him, their attire reflecting the merchant's vast fortune. With a serene and gentle smile, Bhante Sujata humbly requested to speak with the merchant. Intrigued by the monk's calm presence, the merchant welcomed him inside. The interior was a dazzling display of earthly riches, golden tapestries, glittering jewels, and treasures that caught the eye. The merchant, eager to impress, spoke proudly of his wealth, his grand possessions, and the power they gave him. To him, these objects were the very source of his happiness and worth. But Bhante Sujata, ever tranquil, listened with a heart attuned to a deeper truth. He knew well that true contentment arises not from external riches, but from the stillness within. When the merchant had finished, the monk began his tale, gently offering the wisdom that the merchant's soul truly sought. Ananda, though a humble farmer with few possessions, lived in peace and contentment. His true treasures were not material wealth, but his honesty, compassion, and generosity. In the same village lived a wealthy landlord named Ravi, whose riches were vast. He owned sprawling lands and commanded numerous servants. Yet, despite his immense fortune, Ravi was cold and indifferent to the struggles of others. His sole focus was on amassing more wealth, often at the cost of those around him, and he believed that his possessions set him above the rest. One day, a fierce storm descended upon the village, sparing no home in its path. Both Ananda's simple hut and Ravi's grand mansion were reduced to ruins. In the aftermath of the destruction, Ananda opened his heart and his doors to those who had lost everything. He shared his meager food, clothing, and shelter, offering solace and hope to his fellow villagers. Ravi, on the other hand, shut himself away, guarding what little remained of his possessions, unwilling to offer aid to those in need. In his mind, his wealth had made him invincible to the suffering around him. But true strength, as the wise Bhante Sujata narrated, lies not in riches, but in unity and compassion. As he continued the story, the merchant who listened felt a stirring in his heart. The tale resonated deeply within him, and he began to question the value he had placed on his own wealth and the sacrifices he had made in its pursuit. Bhante Sujata explained further, Ananda's acts of kindness and selflessness not only comforted those in need, but they also earned him the respect and love of the entire village. The villagers celebrated his spirit, recognizing that his true worth lay not in material wealth, but in his unwavering compassion and integrity. The story of Ananda and Ravi teaches us 4 essential lessons. Never sacrifice your integrity, for Ananda remained true to his values even in adversity, while Ravi compromised his principles for wealth. Never sacrifice your compassion, for Ananda's kindness touched many lives, while Ravi's indifference isolated him from others. Suffering and isolation are inevitable when one loses the ability to empathize with others. Compassion, the ability to feel another's pain and joy, is a virtue that must be nurtured and cherished. Thirdly, we should never sacrifice our relationships. Ananda's unwavering support united the villagers during their darkest hours, fostering a deep sense of community. In contrast, Ravi, blinded by wealth, distanced himself from those around him, sinking into a lonely existence. Lastly, we must never sacrifice our inner peace. Ananda's joy came from his simplicity, finding contentment in life's small blessings. Ravi, however, was forever chasing after material wealth, his heart never at rest, always yearning for more. True happiness, as Bhante Sujata gently reminded me, does not lie in possessions, but in the calm stillness within. As the story drew to a close, the merchant reflected on the profound wisdom he had just received. He realized that the four treasures Bhante Sujata spoke of, integrity, compassion, relationships, and inner peace, were invaluable and should never be sacrificed for anything or anyone. With a heart full of gratitude, the merchant thanked the wise monk, his eyes opened to the truth, and he vowed to lead a more meaningful life. Bhante Sujata, with a serene smile, bid the merchant farewell, knowing that the seeds of wisdom had been planted. The merchant returned to his lavish tent, but this time, his heart was different. Filled not with the desire to hoard wealth, but with a newfound resolve to use his riches for the good of others. He decided to create a legacy of compassion and generosity. The story of Bhante Sujata spread throughout the village, touching the lives of all who heard it. The villagers began to reassess their priorities, valuing the intrinsic qualities that made them who they were. The village flourished, not in material wealth, but in the richness of its shared values and collective spirit. And so, the tale of Ananda and Ravi, passed down by the wise monk, became a guiding light, reminding generations that true wealth lies in the preservation of one's integrity, compassion, relationships, and inner peace. A guiding light for generations, Bhante Sujata's teachings served as an enduring reminder that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the preservation of one's integrity, compassion, relationships, and inner peace. These four treasures are invaluable, and they should never be sacrificed for the fleeting allure of worldly gain. They form the foundation of a life lived with purpose and wisdom. In the years that followed, Bhante Sujata continued to enchant the villagers with his stories, nurturing their souls and gently guiding them along the path of enlightenment. His tales became an integral part of the village's culture, a cherished tradition passed down through time. Each story carried profound truths that resonated deeply in the hearts of the people. The story of Ananda and Ravi, along with the lessons it imparted, soon traveled far and wide, touching the lives of countless individuals seeking meaning and fulfillment. It became a testament to the timeless power of storytelling and the lasting impact of wisdom passed down from one generation to the next. As the sun set behind the mountains, casting its golden light across the village, the echoes of Bhante Sujata's story lingered in the hearts of the villagers. Inspired by his words, they chose to live lives guided by integrity, compassion, strong relationships, and inner peace. And so the legacy of the wise monk lived on, reminding all who listened that the true treasures of life can never be sacrificed for anyone or anything. They are the eternal jewels that illuminate the path to a life of harmony and fulfillment. Thank you for watching this powerful Zen story. Remember, the four things you should never sacrifice, your integrity, compassion, relationships, and inner peace, are the true treasures in life. If this message resonates with you, let us know by leaving a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts and how you plan to incorporate these lessons into your life. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more life-changing stories and insights. Stay mindful, stay peaceful,